It's Leslie Meredith with Breakbulk Events and Media. We are here in Dubai at Breakbulk Middle East. We've just finished a session on freight contracts and freight formats, looking at how those might change. And I have one of our panelists here, Regitze. Yeah, I'm close. Cederfeld Freight Investors Services. I'm going to let her say her name again because she says it so beautifully.
Thank you very much, Regitze.
Very nice. All right, so first tell us, I'm not familiar with your company, so give us a little background there.
So, Freight Investor Service, we are a top broker within freight and commodity derivatives, meaning futures, options, swaps, etc. Yes. So what we are here today really to promote is the use of container futures as a way of hedging. And the smart thing about container futures is that it can be used both for cargo owners, for vessel owners and for freight forwarders in order to manage price risk and due to fluctuating market.
Interesting. Now, were the other panelists familiar with container futures?
Not so much, no. It is kind of a new concept within container and breakbulk industry. It is something which is recognized and really used a lot within the dry bulk industry. We have a lot of players, yes, and really started out as something in the dry bulk industry, but now we really see both a demand for it in the container market, but also more market participants willing to start using it and recognize how it can be used. And especially as we see in the past couple of years with these extreme fluctuating rates, right? High decrease in rates. So it has really been something that people start to like, is there any way where we can try to hedge the rates in order not to have these price volatility?
Right. I mean, it's really hard for project owners. It's signing a contract 2 years perhaps for cargo ships, and really, I mean, people have had no idea what rates were going to be. They hit unprecedented highs, so it's been a challenge for sure. So how might this be incorporated into the contract process?
So, for instance, as I spoke about, if you have an index-linked contract, so that will follow an index. And then on the other hand, so if you agree to an index-linked contract, then you can on the other hand go out and buy futures. For instance, you buy the futures, meaning that you settle on a price in the future, and then if the rate is below that, well, the seller will earn. However, if it is higher than that, the buyer will earn. So and then you will gain the difference in cash. So it's a way of compensating. Then, if your rates are going sky high, you'll be compensating from your futures position.
All right, so tell me, what was the reaction of the other panelists?
I think they were interested. I think a lot of people were like, yeah, we actually think like could you speak a bit more about this, because they think it's interesting. It is something where we still have maybe some conservative people in especially here in breakbulk saying, but it's not like other markets where it's like standardized, but it doesn't need to be standardized, just need to have some index which have aligning trends with the one you see in your physical exposure in order to use it as a hedging tool.
Interesting. Now, is your company the holder of this index?
No, we are only brokers. Yes, so it will be on the Baltic Index that we will be based on, the routes there. So container we have, so what we do is only cleared contracts, meaning that they are cleared on an exchange, and we have the Chicago Mercantile Exchange and Singapore Exchange, which is the two exchanges that clears container contract at this moment,
Well, that is really exciting, and that's an innovation, and I'm sure it was eye-opening to everyone in the audience, too.
I think so. I think we had some positive response. At least people were like, oh, it's some interesting,
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us, and I really hope you'll come back to Breakbulk Europe. We have it in June. I think you'd have a very interested audience again.
Thank you very much.